Seniors, 4 worst nuts to avoid, and 4 best for healthy aging. What if the healthy-looking nuts in your pantry, the ones you reach for with confidence, are actually speeding up aging, hurting your heart, and dulling your memory? Most seniors in America are trying their best to eat well. We swap chips for almonds, cookies for cashews, and we feel proud of those choices. But here's the truth: not all nuts are good for you, and a few could be quietly doing harm. The real danger: they don't come with warning labels. Hi, I'm glad you're here, because today we're pulling back the curtain on the most misunderstood health food in your kitchen. You'll discover which nuts may worsen inflammation, affect medication, and even sabotage your energy. But more importantly, we'll show you which 4 super nuts can actually help you stay independent, think clearly, and age with strength and grace. If you care about your health or someone you love, go ahead and tap that subscribe button. It's free, and you'll get more videos that speak to the real challenges of aging with simple, science-backed solutions. Now, let's begin with the nut most seniors should stop eating today. Part 1. The salty trap of roasted cashews. It starts out innocently. You're watching your evening show or reading a book, and you reach for a small handful of roasted cashews, golden, crunchy, comforting. You tell yourself, it's better than cookies. And that's true until it's not. What most seniors don't realize is that salted, roasted cashews carry a double risk: too much sodium and hidden oils. The average handful contains over 200 milligrams of sodium and 12 grams of fat, numbers that may seem small until you consider that most seniors should stay below 1,500 milligrams of sodium per day, according to the American Heart Association. But it's not just about numbers. As we age, our kidneys and blood vessels become more sensitive to salt and fat. That means something that once felt harmless in your 50s could quietly raise your blood pressure, cause fluid retention, or strain your heart in your 70s. And if you're taking medication for high blood pressure or heart failure, those extra milligrams of salt could undermine your treatment without you even knowing it. The hidden danger doesn't end there. Most roasted cashews are cooked in cheap omega-6 vegetable oils, which promote inflammation, the same kind of chronic inflammation now linked to arthritis, dementia, and even depression in older adults. Worse still, the roasting process destroys natural enzymes that help break down food, leading to bloating, indigestion, and nutrient malabsorption for those with slower digestion. It's easy to mistake cashews as a better choice simply because they're plant-based. But not all plant-based foods are created equal, and some can work against your body's healing, especially if you eat them daily. Roasted salted cashews can gradually weaken your energy, your digestion, and even your medication effectiveness. So what should you reach for instead when cravings hit? In the next section, we'll reveal a common nut hiding in plain sight, one that's in almost every household, but may carry an even more dangerous, invisible threat. Part 2. Peanuts, America's familiar friend or silent enemy. After cutting back on salty cashews, many seniors turn to peanuts as a safer snack. They're affordable, familiar, and found in nearly every American pantry. From peanut butter on toast to snack-sized packs at baseball games, peanuts feel like a trusted friend. But even trusted friends can betray us, especially when it comes to aging bodies. What makes peanuts especially risky isn't just the salt or fat. It's something deeper and harder to detect: aflatoxin, a toxin produced by mold that grows easily on peanuts stored in warm, humid conditions. According to the World Health Organization, aflatoxins are highly carcinogenic and can damage the liver, particularly in older adults whose detox systems are already slowing down. And it doesn't end there. Peanuts are among the top food allergens in the U.S., causing immune overreactions even in people who don't have classic allergy symptoms. This mild inflammation, if left unchecked, can worsen chronic pain, joint stiffness, and memory fog, all of which are already common struggles in senior health. Then there's peanut butter, a favorite among seniors for its creaminess and convenience. But unless it's labeled 100% natural with no added oils or sugars, it often contains hydrogenated fats, high sodium, and added sweeteners. These additives can throw off blood sugar levels and interfere with medications for cholesterol, blood pressure, and even mood. According to a 2023 report from the American Diabetes Association, over 48% of Americans over age 65 have either diabetes or prediabetes. That makes high glycemic, calorie-dense foods like processed peanut butter a real danger in disguise. Peanuts aren't bad in moderation, but for seniors dealing with inflammation, liver issues, or unstable blood sugar, they may be doing more harm than good. So, what's next? What if the next nut isn't about toxins or salt, but about too much of a good thing? In the next section, we'll explore a super nut that's praised for its nutrients, but can secretly overload the body if not handled with care. Part 3, Brazil nuts. When a superfood becomes a silent burden. After cutting out salted cashews and questioning the safety of peanuts, many health-conscious seniors reach for Brazil nuts, drawn in by their creamy texture and powerful nutrient reputation. And yes, Brazil nuts offer one of the highest known sources of selenium, a mineral essential for thyroid function, cellular repair, and immune strength. But here's the truth most don't hear when it comes to Brazil nuts. More is not better, in fact. More can quietly become dangerous. Just 1 to 2 Brazil nuts contain more than 100% of the recommended daily intake of selenium. While that sounds efficient, repeated daily consumption can lead to selenium toxicity, especially in older adults whose ability to process and excrete minerals has declined with age. The National Institutes of Health warns that excess selenium can cause symptoms like fatigue, digestive distress, hair loss, brittle nails, irregular heartbeat, and even mental fog signs that often get misinterpreted as just part of getting older. Seniors with existing thyroid issues, heart arrhythmias, or impaired kidney or liver function are especially vulnerable. One study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that chronically high selenium intake was linked to an increased risk of type 2 diabetes, which already affects nearly 25% of Americans over 65. The problem isn't that Brazil nuts are bad, it's that they're too rich, too easy to overdo. Unlike almonds or walnuts, just a few bites can push you beyond safe limits. And since Brazil nuts are often eaten in snack mixes or trail blends without awareness of portion size, many seniors unknowingly cross the threshold from nourishment to harm. So should you eliminate them? Not necessarily, but limit them to 1 or 2 per week at most and always balance them with other nutrient sources. Better yet, switch to nuts that offer steady nourishment without the risk of overload. Coming up next, we'll look at a sweet and shiny trap that fools even the most careful eaters, a nut that looks like a dessert but disguises itself as health food. Part 4, Candied or Chocolate-Coated Nuts, Sweet Disguises, Sour Consequences. After learning how even healthy-looking nuts can carry hidden risks from too much salt to excessive selenium, it's easy to assume that the danger lies in natural compounds. But the next trap is more seductive, more emotional. It's not about the nut itself, it's about what's added to it. Enter the world of candied and chocolate-coated nuts. These shiny, sweet-coated treats seem innocent, even festive. Seniors often reach for them during holidays or quiet evenings, believing they're better than candy bars or cakes. After all, there's still a nut inside, right? But that illusion is where the damage begins. A single serving of chocolate-coated almonds or honey-glazed pecans can contain over 12 grams of added sugar and more than 200 empty calories. For seniors trying to manage weight, blood sugar, or inflammation, that's not just a snack, that's a metabolic ambush. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, nearly 50% of adults over 65 in the U.S. are living with prediabetes or diabetes. Sugary coatings, even when wrapped around a nut, can cause blood sugar spikes, leading to energy crashes, cravings, and insulin resistance. Worse still, many of these treats are roasted in pro-inflammatory oils and often contain preservatives or artificial sweeteners, which may irritate the digestive system or disrupt the absorption of medications, especially in older adults with sensitive guts. And then there's the mental trap. These nuts feel healthier. They're found at farmers markets, in natural packaging, or in homemade-looking containers. But make no mistake, they're dessert often disguised as wellness. That can lead to guilt-free overindulgence and cumulative damage. It's not about never enjoying sweet things. It's about knowing when sweetness turns into sabotage. Occasional indulgence is okay, but these should never be part of your daily diet, especially if you're managing blood sugar, joint pain, or fatigue. In the next section, we'll shift from traps to treasures. You've seen what to avoid now. Discover the nuts that fight inflammation, support brain function, and protect your heart from the inside out. Let's begin with one that has quietly earned its reputation as the brain's best friend. Part 5, Walnuts, the brain and heart's most loyal ally. After navigating the traps of salty, sugary, and overly potent nuts, it's refreshing to turn toward a nut that offers genuine nourishment, not just a marketing claim. Walnuts are that rare kind of food, quiet, humble, yet profoundly healing. For seniors seeking to protect their heart, preserve their memory, and reduce daily inflammation, walnuts are more than a snack. They're a gift. What makes walnuts so powerful? For starters, they're one of the few nuts rich in plant-based omega-3s, particularly alpha-linolenic acid ALA. According to a 2022 meta-analysis published in Nutrients, daily intake of ALA is linked to a 10% reduction in cardiovascular events, including heart attacks and strokes. This is especially vital as cardiovascular disease remains the leading cause of death for Americans over 65. But it's not just the heart. Walnuts directly support brain health. A study from UCLA found that seniors who consume walnuts regularly perform better on cognitive tests and had slower brain aging compared to non-consumers. The likely reason: a combination of ALA, polyphenols, and vitamin E, all of which fight oxidative stress, the root cause of memory decline, confusion, and even depression. Unlike nuts that disguise themselves with sugar or salt, walnuts ask for nothing. They're naturally rich in magnesium, copper, and manganese, minerals that boost bone strength, energy metabolism, and immunity, areas often weakened in older adults. Another quiet benefit: texture. Walnuts are softer than almonds or hazelnuts, making them easier on aging teeth and gums, a small detail that makes a big difference for those with dental sensitivity. Walnuts are also easy to enjoy. Sprinkle them over oatmeal, blend them into smoothies, or eat them raw alongside a cup of morning tea. You don't need much, just a handful a day offers real protection, without side effects or confusion. After so many warnings, it's empowering to know there are foods that simply help. Walnuts are not a fad. They're a friend, and a reliable one. In the next section, we'll meet another gentle giant, a nut that nourishes the skin, bones, and blood sugar balance, and has quietly supported longevity across cultures for generations. Part 6, Almonds, the gentle protector of skin, bones, and blood sugar. If walnuts are the wise companion for your heart and brain, then almonds are the quiet caregiver, steady, nourishing, and deeply supportive. For seniors looking to maintain healthy skin, strong bones, and stable energy throughout the day, almonds are one of the most practical, versatile, and research-backed choices available. At first glance, almonds may seem ordinary, but their nutritional profile is extraordinary. Just 1 ounce, about 23 almonds, contains 37% of the daily recommended intake of vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that combats oxidative stress, the root of wrinkles, memory decline, and immune aging. According to a 2019 study in the Journal of Nutrition, seniors who consumed almonds daily showed significant improvements in skin elasticity and hydration benefits that go beyond appearance and into cellular health. Almonds also shine when it comes to bone support. They're naturally rich in magnesium and calcium, 2 minerals essential for bone density and muscle function. Given that 1 in 3 women and 1 in 5 men over age 65 will experience a fracture due to osteoporosis, including almonds in your diet is more than a snack, it's prevention. What's more, almonds have been shown to support healthy blood sugar levels. A randomized trial published in Metabolism found that eating almonds before a high-carb meal led to lower post-meal blood sugar spikes, a powerful strategy for those managing type 2 diabetes or prediabetes. They also offer emotional comfort. Their gentle crunch, mild sweetness, and portability make them ideal for older adults who want a satisfying snack without added sugar, salt, or digestion issues. Soaking them overnight can further soften the texture, making them even more gut-friendly. Unlike trendy superfoods that come and go, almonds have stood the test of time. They are a quiet reminder that good health doesn't require exotic ingredients, just consistency and care. In the next section, we'll introduce a different kind of superfood. Not a nut exactly, but a seed, tiny, humble, and often ignored, yet with the power to balance hormones, improve digestion, and calm inflammation from within. Part 7. Flax seeds, the tiny seed that balances from within. After exploring the strength of almonds' protective, satisfying, and stabilizing, we turn now to a different kind of support, one that's softer, subtler, but just as vital. Flax seeds may be small, but their healing power is deep. For seniors struggling with inflammation, hormone shifts, or digestive discomfort, these humble seeds offer something extraordinary: gentle internal balance. Flax seeds are the richest plant-based source of alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, a type of omega-3 fatty acid known to reduce systemic inflammation. A study published in Hypertension in 2013 found that consuming flax seeds daily for 6 months reduced blood pressure significantly in older adults with hypertension, a benefit as strong as some medications. But with none of the side effects. That alone would be impressive. But flax seeds also provide both soluble and insoluble fiber, which help regulate digestion, soften stool, and ease constipation, a common struggle for nearly 40% of adults over 65, according to the National Institute on Aging. For women, especially postmenopausal women, flax seeds offer a unique bonus: lignans. These plant compounds mimic weak estrogen in the body and help balance hormonal fluctuations. In studies, lignans have also been linked to lower risk of breast cancer, improved cholesterol, and more stable moods, all areas that deeply impact quality of life for aging women. However, flax seeds must be consumed properly to be effective. Whole seeds often pass through the digestive system undigested. The key is to grind them fresh before eating and sprinkle them over yogurt, oatmeal, smoothies, or soups. Even 1 tablespoon a day can deliver long-term benefits without burdening the body. What makes flax seeds special isn't just what they add, it's what they restore. They restore regularity, they calm internal inflammation, they nourish a body in transition without overwhelming it. Quietly, they help you feel like yourself again. In the next and final nut, we'll explore. The focus shifts from internal restoration to daily energy, muscle support, and even eye health. It's a cheerful little nut often overlooked, but packed with brightness and balance. Part 8. Pistachios, the joyful nut that powers muscles, mind, and eyes. After exploring flax seeds and their inner healing properties, it's time to meet a nut that brings something different to the table: vibrancy. Pistachios, with their soft green hue and cheerful snap, offer more than taste. They provide real, sustained energy for older adults who want to remain active, mobile, and mentally sharp. Pistachios are uniquely rich in plant-based protein, containing about 6 grams per ounce, along with 3 grams of fiber. This combination helps build and preserve lean muscle mass, which is critical as aging naturally leads to muscle loss, a condition known as sarcopenia. According to the National Council on Aging, nearly 1 in 3 people over age 60 experiences significant muscle weakness, increasing the risk of falls and reduced independence. These little nuts also support heart and brain health. Pistachios contain high levels of vitamin B6, essential for neurotransmitter production and immune function. They're also packed with potassium, which helps regulate blood pressure and keeps the heart rhythm steady. But perhaps their most overlooked benefit lies in their impact on vision. Pistachios are one of the only nuts to naturally contain lutein and zeaxanthin, 2 antioxidants that accumulate in the retina and protect against age-related macular degeneration. A study in Nutrients 2021 confirmed that higher intake of these compounds significantly reduces the risk of vision loss in seniors. Pistachios also encourage mindful eating. Unlike chips or candies, each one must be opened by hand. This small act slows you down, connects you to your food, and helps prevent overeating, a built-in form of portion control. Naturally low in sugar, gentle on digestion, and easy to combine with both sweet and savory dishes, pistachios may be the most balanced nut of them all. In the final section, we'll bring it all together not just with facts, but with inspiration. Let's talk about how these small choices add up, and how your relationship with food can become a daily act of self-respect and vitality. You've made it to the end, and that already says something powerful about you. It says you care. It says you're still learning, still growing, still choosing, because getting older isn't about shrinking back. It's about stepping forward with more wisdom, more intention, and more love for your body. Today, we uncovered truths many never hear, that not all nuts are created equal, that what you eat with trust may not always serve your health, but also that there are foods, small and simple, that can nourish your mind, protect your heart, ease your digestion, and help you feel at home in your body again. Whether it's the healing strength of flax, the comforting crunch of almonds, or the mental clarity offered by walnuts, each bite can become an act of care, a reminder that you still have agency, that your health is worth protecting, and that your story isn't over. So here's your invitation: don't wait for illness to start caring. Choose now. Not with fear, but with clarity, confidence, and compassion. If this video gave you something helpful today, type 1 in the comments to let me know, or 0 if you'd like to see something different next time. And if you haven't yet, tap subscribe, because this channel is here for you, with real tools for a real life. Stay well, stay curious, and always stay kind, especially to yourself.